Indeed, thank you. Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Health. As the Minister is aware, I've been campaigning on behalf of Mr Phil Reader, a constituent in my electorate of Lyons, and others for the legalisation of low-THC industrial hemp grown in Australia to be approved for human consumption. The benefits of such changes for Tasmanian farmers is considered significant. Imported hemp food products are currently available, however the Australian-grown equivalents are not. Can the Minister please provide an update on the recent Ministerial Advisory Council meeting deliberations and the decision-making process required to see industrial hemp approved for human consumption in Australia?
Call the Minister for Health.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker. Can I thank the member for Lyons for his question? I well remember, member for Lyons, a meeting I had with you when you were a candidate at Deloraine with some very feisty vegetable growers. The acting Prime Minister might remember that group as well. And I'm pleased to say that here in this House your energy and enthusiasm that I saw on that day is undiminished. Mr Speaker, at the recent meeting of the Australia and New Zealand Ministerial Forum on Food Regulation, members discussed a progress report on work being undertaken to address information gaps relating to concerns with adopting low-THC hemp as a food. As the member would be aware, there are several studies currently being undertaken, commissioned by the Food Forum, which seek to address the gaps in information. The studies centre around matters such as labelling, distribution, legal and treaty issues, and in particular law enforcement matters. The law enforcement study will consider, for example, if you are pulled up for roadside testing, having consumed low-THC hemp in food, what that might mean. It's expected that all but one of the studies will be completed in time for the Forum on Food Regulations meeting early next year. However, the law enforcement study is very complex and will take until later next year. So, in the absence of any major issues arising from the other studies, the Forum and our regulatory agency, Food Standards Australia New Zealand, FSANZ, can begin preparing the necessary changes to regulations so that if the law enforcement study ticks all the appropriate boxes, the government can move swiftly to make the necessary regulatory changes. Now, I report that in quite detail, Mr Speaker, because it is specific. It does involve a forum where the Commonwealth has one vote, every state in Australia has one vote, New Zealand has one vote, and decisions are made as a group. So it's not something that we can, if you like, wave a magic wand and get happening. But I really do applaud the member for Lyons' enthusiasm in this area to provide a broader economic base for the agricultural constituents in his region and for the rural economy in Tasmania more generally. So I will keep him up to date, and again I commend him on his advocacy.